It is December 2023, the end of the year approaching, and it's now 1 year after the last private server awards video I made, which means time to reward the World of Warcraft private servers that deserve a mention in these categories: Best Comeback, Best Rookie, Best Long Term, Best Fresh Launch, Best Scripted, Biggest Surprise, Most Controversial, Most Interesting, Best Instant, Biggest Disappointment, and finally the overall winner. And before we start, I want to thank MADMONQ supplement brand for gamers for supporting me. You can check their products, and by using my link in the video description, you also support the channel. The first category, the best comeback, goes to Whitemane. They reinvented themselves and fought against not the best reputation from the past. Launched fresh in March of this year with the Maelstrom Cataclysm realm, and it took the world of private servers by storm. The launch itself was so-so, but the player interest was there nonetheless, and the server is thriving more so than any other fresh private server released in the past few years, while being able to hold on to its population numbers from the launch with no decline, constantly improving in every regard, bringing new features, many events for players. I could have not predicted Whitemane's Maelstrom to be as popular as it has become. Hats off to the whole team and congratulations. The award for the best rookie should go to a server that is new to the game but already has been making waves in the industry. I thought I would put Whitemane here, but the truth is, Whitemane's first server launch happened in 2021 with their Mograine Wrath of Lich King, so it's not new to the game anymore, and there's no other candidate that comes to mind. All the fresh realm releases we've got this year that were actually successful were all by alt projects only. That is why the best rookie category for this year remains unawarded. Fresh, fresh, fresh. All I'm hearing. Losing my characters and all of my progress to fresh realms all the time. But there's still a few that provide long-term popularity with your beloved characters playable on healthy realms. WoW Circle's been around for many years, and their Wrath of Lich King are still exceptionally popular. However, it's almost exclusively Russian populated. The one I think deserves this award the most is Warmane's Wrath of Lich King, which has been around since 2015, and even longer if we consider Molten WoW. This kind of longevity is just not something we get to see often anymore, especially not with thousands of players still actively playing on the server. Warmane is always my go-to if I want to be guaranteed that my character progression remains safe and I can always come back to it. There were many fresh server launches in 2023, and the bar has been set very high because we have seen literally flawless launch days with almost zero crashes, zero issues from a few servers. Some of the best include Twinstar's 5th Cataclysm realm, Athena. The launch was amazing. Unfortunately, there is no interest in PvP on the server, and so if that's something you like to do, you literally cannot play on the server. They still haven't given up, and they are creating PvP events to sparkle interest, so I have to praise them for this. Stormforge's Mistblade 2, Project's second fresh Mist of Pandaria realm, has only launched a few weeks back, and it was again an amazing experience. The realm is extremely populated, any smaller issues get fixed rather fast, and so for the overall launch experience, I have to give it to Mistblade 2 with Athena in close second place. And these two plus Stouty would fight it out for the next category, the best scripted server. Honestly, I'm not seeing big issues with most servers anymore in terms of scripting. I think we've got to a point where most private servers are so well scripted that we are mostly just nitpicking, but also none of them is perfect. You will still find an occasional bug if you really search for it, so I will not give it to just one, but to all three best scripted ones I have played on: Twinstar Cataclysm realms, Stormforge Mist of Pandaria realms, and Tauti Mist of Pandaria realms. Many servers also surprised me, usually in a good way. Whitemane Cataclysm was definitely one of the best surprises. How Turtle WoW blew up this year, the unfortunate cancellation of Warmane's Frostmourne Progressive Wrath of Lich King realms, but instead we've got Onyxia, their new fresh progression through expansions realm, which launched only few weeks ago. Onyxia starts at vanilla, goes through TBC, and ends in Wrath of Lich King. And I would say this was one of the least expected server releases for this year, and it pleasantly surprised me. I thought there would be no candidate for the most controversial this year, but then I thought of another progression through expansions realm that was supposed to launch this year, with possible progression all the way to Cataclysm or even Mists of Pandaria and further. Sounds good, right? And it was a well-known private server project from the past called Phoenix Rising. They contacted me and wanted me to help them with promotion. However, before we got started with anything, they suddenly announced that they are canceling the project due to being threatened to be doxxed by their competition. Not much details were given to the entire situation. I've made a video going through the entire announcement, so if you're interested in knowing more, you can still find it on the channel. So that was a very interesting situation, and I wish we would know more. Nobody is coming out with Blizz-like servers anymore. They're all customized, at least to some extent, and thus they're all more and more interesting too. Some of the most interesting ones include Ascension and Turtle WoW, and both are just interesting in different aspects. Ascension just launched its Season 9, and Turtle WoW's popularity increased like never before in 2023. Both great options for many people, and they both deserve to be at the top of the most interesting servers I have tried. Servers where you don't level and get to max level instantly upon creating a character are not very popular. There's Panda WoW, Mists of Pandaria Instant Realm with a few hundred players online at peak, Warmane's Blackrock, which has active arena and BG queues even in the early mornings every day, and then there is Whitemane Maelstrom's new feature, Path of War. I made a video about it a few weeks ago when it was just announced. I have tried it and I love it. It is so good that it stole all PvP players from its only other Cataclysm competition, Twin Stars Athena. And although this award could be split among Warmane's Blackrock, which is still amazing, I'm going to give it to Whitemane's Path of War for how quickly it caught up and became extremely popular among players. One project that I was expecting a lot more from was definitely Project Neltharion Cataclysm that only launched a few weeks ago, and it's been closed since. I missed the launch itself, but I came there about 2 days later to try it for the first time, and even then I was not able to play. I spent more time on the login screen than in the actual game. I live streamed this experience and it's still available to watch on my channel if you want to see it. But this was by far the worst private server launch and days after launch I have ever seen. And finally, the best of the best. The overall winner goes to nobody. There isn't a server that I would like above every other, and that is one of the reasons why I keep jumping between servers so much. I'm picky and they are all missing something. But still, my favorite, my S tier servers would be Warmane, Icecrown and Blackrock, Whitemane Maelstrom, Stormforge Mistblade 2. These three would be my biased top 3 as of right now. It still changes and can change in the future since realms die when new fresh opens. The only exception here has been Warmane. And so, as I always say, there is not just one best server for everyone. You have to decide for yourself which features are the most important to you and which you can live without. But let us know which private servers you would reward for this year. Which are the best according to your opinion. Check out channel sponsor MADMONQ and their line of products through the link in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'm already looking forward to the next year's awards and the highly anticipated private server launches that I know are coming in 2024.